You on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
We begin tonight with breaking news as a Fargo police officer facing the possibility of losing his job following a domestic incident over the summer has now resigned.
Jeremiah Ferris, an 8-year veteran with Fargo PD, was convicted of disorderly conduct in Clay County Court. The charges stemmed from a fight he had with his girlfriend at his home in Moorhead. Ferris would later be sentenced to probation and was ordered to pay a fine. Although we were able to get confirmation of Ferris's resignation from a police spokesperson, no other information was made available.
Now, this just into our newsroom. 2 men are in jail tonight accused of trying to hold up a Grand Forks gas station. Police were called out to the Cenex located on 800 block of South Washington just before 6. Officers caught 20-year-old Ahmed Salim of Grand Forks and 25-year-old Musa Bawazir from East Grand Forks during the attempted robbery. One of the men allegedly threatened an employee with a weapon. However, no weapon was found and no one was hurt.
I've heard cars getting broken into, but not where they take off 4 tires.
Protecting your car typically means removing your valuables and locking it before walking away.
But one West Fargo woman learned it's not always valuables inside the car that thieves are looking for. They may be eyeing your wheels.
Valley News Team's Molly Casey spoke with the woman who says the thieves stole more than just her tires.
I'm so confused. I just can't believe this is happening.
Shirley Ryder has lived in the same building in West Fargo for 15 years and says she's never had an issue. But last night, a thief stole all 4 tires off of her car.
If it wasn't for the lady next door telling me my tires are gone, I probably wouldn't have noticed it till morning.
Ryder had gotten home around 7 p.m. and by 9 p.m. a neighbor stopped by to give her the news. The car she bought only a month ago was on blocks.
I called the cops because I live alone. I'm retired. You know, you just don't think anything like this would happen.
And there's a catch. Her sales paperwork didn't list what kind of tires the car had, and the dealership didn't know either. So when she reported the incident to her insurance company, she didn't know what to say.
The guy at the insurance says, well, what do the tires look like? I said, I just bought this car. I don't look at the tires.
Ryder says her building doesn't have security cameras, but another neighbor told her a white car had been parked in front of the dumpster next to her car for a while Thursday night, leaving Ryder with little hope she'll find her tires.
It's not fair. People shouldn't do this to other people. It's not right.
From West Fargo, Molly Casey, Valley News Live.
Ryder hopes her insurance will be able to cover the cost of new tires, but doesn't know when she'll be able to purchase them. If you have any information on this case, you're urged to call West Fargo Police.
A Minnesota man is facing charges after authorities found bomb-making materials near a hunting cabin near Oakley, Minnesota. The Red Lake County Sheriff's Office reports that 41-year-old Eric Reinbold was arrested at his home north of Oakley this afternoon. Reinbold is in jail on a felony charge of possession of explosives along with a probation violation. Authorities were called out to a hunting cabin in Equality Township last Sunday after someone called and said that they found the bomb-making materials. They found what looked like several pipe bombs in a container that was hidden in rubble. Now, the Grand Forks Bomb Squad was called to disable the bombs.
It's cool out there, but at least the wind has died down. Hutch, what are we looking at for tonight and then tomorrow morning, too?
Well, as we go through the overnight with clearing skies, which we've noticed also across the Red River Valley, and calming winds, we're going to see some chilly temperatures. Snow moving over Lake Superior and still some flakes flying near Minneapolis as this system finally drying up. With the clearing, it looks like a cold overnight, and particularly where there is some significant fresh snow on the ground, we could see a few spots dipping down into the teens if the clearing trend reaches your area. So keep that in mind as we go through the deep hours of the overnight. And if you're getting started at kickoff tomorrow with some tailgating activities, no matter where you are, it will be chilly. Noticeably less wind, though, through the overnight, and that will be fine. I'll have details on your weekend outlook as well as your hour-by-hour forecast for your hometown here in just a few moments.
All right, thanks, Hutch.
There's been yet another delay, this time 6 months, in the appeal for a Minnesota man sentenced to death for killing a UND student back in 2003. Alfonso Rodriguez Jr. was sentenced to death for kidnapping and killing Drew Shadeen. A U.S. District Court judge says that the hearing is being moved from December to July to allow attorneys time to review evidence and frame up the issues. This is considered to be Rodriguez's final appeal.
The owners of the historic barn that burned to the ground yesterday in Arthur, North Dakota, say they would rebuild in a heartbeat. However, in a Facebook post, the family says the insurance isn't enough to cover the cost of rebuilding Arthur's barn. The building was more than 65 years old.
Anytime I have ever said Arthur, North Dakota, oh, my parents went to dances there, I've gone to dances there, I had a such and such relative that went to dances there.
And take a look at this. The grandson of the man who first started the barn dances has these tattoos. Eric Johnson grew up with the barn and put some of his very favorite memories in ink to always keep with him. The fire marshal is looking through pictures of the damage, trying to figure out what caused the barn to go up in flames.
In light of those coming forward about sexual assault and harassment, tonight's theme of the Harvest Moon Fling touched on recent Me Too movement. The event for the Rape and Abuse Crisis Center is taking place at the Courtyard by Marriott, and Valley News Team's Lisa Bedeau is an MC. Fargo Police Chief David Todd is one of the speakers. Organizers say hashtag Me Too is helping them start a difficult conversation that's needed. Every year, the Rape Crisis and Abuse Center serves around 3,000 victims, including over 600 children.
A local elementary school is getting kids in the Halloween spirit with a special costume party tonight. The Jefferson Elementary PTA hosted the event for students from kindergarten to 5th grade. And kids and parents got to enjoy a DJ, food, and refreshments, all while dressing in their festive costumes. There was also a contest for the kids with a best costume winner chosen from each grade, kindergarten through 5th.
Big day for one of the air bases in North Dakota. Later on Valley News Live at 10, hear a portion of what Vice President Mike Pence had to say during his visit.
Up next, what robots will be doing in some Walmart stores across the country.